Okay, well, so to start the podcast here, we're gonna have three segments. Segment one is gonna be basic news on rapid fire, which will have the league standings, performance of teams, roster changes. We're gonna be talking about the free agents going into week four deadline, who I we might think we should be on a team. The best matchups, and we'll give some predictions on those and the upcoming tourneys. We're gonna bring in
Sounds good.
some. Yeah, segment two, we're gonna bring in some free agents to talk and see if they can convince any teams to give them an opportunity. And then segment three, we're gonna be talking about promotion of other servers and what's going on in RLCS and whatever else we feel will be a good topic to talk about. That's basically what this podcast will be about. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's not take
Classy
5 minutes.
little intro right there. Thank you, Nemesis. That was
Oh,
great.
fuck. Yes, sir.
Talking about segment 1, week 3. I know we had a little bit of an upset on the Fusion match with Mafia and Void. You know, a little pat on the back for myself. You know, we played pretty well.
Yes,
It's
the Mafia Inferno team beat Void in a best of five. Score 3-5, right? Or 3-5, 3-2.
3-2. Yep, little upset. It was good.
Big.
It was good games.
Trev, since you played in
So,
the game, oh, go ahead, Iris. Go ahead.
yeah, I was actually just about to say, like, you were the one who played, right? Yeah. So, do you have any,
Yeah.
like, any thoughts?
Honestly, yeah, some thoughts. In game 1, it was going really bad. Like, it was bad. We were down 4. Lost 5-1, and honestly I thought it was over right there. Thought that was kind of wraps, dude. You know, because once you start on a bad note, it just kind of carries through.
Yeah. True. So then, like, going into game 2, you like, were you still, like, keeping that mindset, or, like, was there any, like, change in, like, momentum somehow?
So game 2 was twos because the way Fusion works, you play threes, twos, ones.
Ah, okay.
And so second game was twos, and I sat that one out, and I just watched Casual and Shorts play, and they're very good at twos. They're both Grand Champ, so they won that one
Nice.
3-2. Nice little dub. And then I got to play Bry in ones, and I don't play ones.
Oh, is that what was going on in the chat? Everyone was like, "Price correct."
Yeah. So apparently
Okay,
Iris
because
has been coaching Brian once. Yeah, I got flip reset by Brian.
What was the difference maker? What was the difference maker in you actually beating Bry? Did you just beat him on
I
every
didn't beat
kickoff,
Brian.
or were you just?
I didn't beat Brian. Brian just destroyed
Oh,
him.
were you not?
Yeah, it was 5-2. I
Oh,
lost. Yeah.
oh, rip,
We
dude.
yeah,
lost,
there
dude.
was like,
Rip.
yeah, everyone was like talking about it in chat, and I had no idea what the context was because everyone was just like praising Bry for like how well he did. I'm like, I don't what like
Yeah, Brian did nuts. He literally flip reset on me on a switch
Damn.
in a league
on
match.
on a Switch.
That's what happens when Iris teaches you. You just start flip resetting on Grand Champs. Like, it's crazy.
Okay. Um. Okay, so Mafia pulled off an upset there. Mafia and the Blaze team in their Fuser match, they ended up losing 3-0 to the Reapers. Just got
Ouch.
swept. Yeah,
And we
and
lost
you
to
know
the
Mafia.
Reapers.
Yeah. Mafia going into that game, they were supposed to be one of the better Blaze teams in the league. They 2-0 to Astros. Unfortunately, they're gonna have to replay that game, because they did not get the replays. But going into that game, they were supposed to beat the Reapers, so the Reapers beating Mafia is kind of an upset as well for Blaze. Although Reapers are a good team.
What
So
is the Reapers standings right now?
Reapers are
Do
like
we know?
fourth or fifth. They're very middle of the pack right now.
Okay, Reapers position on Blaze. Blaze, right? There's 7.
Yes, Blaze. Are they?
Yeah, so they're second last right now.
Oh,
I mean, Mafia
right.
is
The stats
technically
must have got
5th, so it's a little bit even. Just according to record, not based on players.
All right. Well, yeah, Mafia is technically fifth right now, but if they had the extra 2 wins in their column, they would be tied with the Immortals for second.
Wait, they have
Who's
to
gonna have to?
replay. They have to replay the
Yeah,
games.
yeah, they're gonna have to replay the match versus Astros. Um, yeah, and
Then
the thing is when Astros and Mafia decide to reschedule their game, it's the Astros picked up Heisenberg from free agency. So Astros going into their next game will have Heisenberg, which might change the flow of how things go in their next
true,
game.
true. Another thing that to like look into is like a lot of teams like to rely heavily on like chemistry and stuff. So it could be a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. You never know.
Sure. Yep, I see that.
Right. I do from what I witnessed with Mafia versus Reapers, we were lacking. Like there's something off in Mafia's rotation, something like chemistry wise going on, whether it was like cutting. And it's a little bit concerning from me being the GM. Um, but I'm confident in like the team and being able to pull it back.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. For real, for real. What else there to talk about? Any thoughts on roster changes? Maybe. I know we talked
Yes.
about the Reapers roster change. I think somebody just picked up a player, like Tricks, like 10 minutes ago. Who is that?
Yeah. The Darkness Inferno team just picked up Tricks.
And
Uh,
who's their full team?
so they have
I think it's Fluffy Unite, right?
yeah, Fluffy's a sub. Fluffy's the GM. They have I think they have Tricks, they have I forget their names. Let me let me look at the info real quick.
Yeah, you have time.
So
Darkness have
since we're
Sniz and Ku and Icyberg.
Wait, they have
And they just
Sniz.
yeah, they have Sniz, Ku, Icyberg, Fluffy, and then they just picked up Tricks.
I'm kind of surprised because Sniz is really good. Sniz is very, very
Yeah.
good, and their record is 3-3.
Yes.
It's kind of. I just thought that's strange.
They definitely dropped Zaid for not he was very hard to work with from the Darkness's perspective,
Yeah.
and they dropped Zaid due to that reason. So for all we know, Zaid could have been a reason holding the Darkness back, and then picking up Tricks. If Tricks is a good personality, Darkness might be the team to beat here going into the future of the season.
Okay. Nice.
I've actually like just done like casual 1v1s against Trix a few days ago. He's actually not bad. Like he's pretty mechanical considering he's champ 3. So honestly, could be scary, I'm not gonna lie, because you also said Sniz is really good. Could be a good
Yeah.
pair.
Grand Champ 2.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard from Fluffy that Sniz has been grinding like every single day, and he's like about to hit GC3.
Oh well.
Yeah,
It's higher than Iris.
Yeah, right now.
Sniz
Yeah.
is Sniz is apparently about to be like his MMR like going into next season. If he wouldn't be allowed to play because he's so high. But
Dang. Okay.
yeah, pretty good.
So the
So I'm clicked for him, I guess.
Oh my god. I guess so. So the Kings have a perfect record right now, 6-0 in first. I know they have Mikey, right?
Yeah, Mikey.
What's
Mikey
his
won
rank? Do
the.
we know his rank?
He's champ 3. I know
He's
he
only champ
won
3?
the championship last season, didn't he?
Yeah, somebody said he did.
Yeah, he won a championship
Not
last season.
sure.
He was also the first pick in the draft for Inferno, which was actually surprising to me, but you know, I guess if you win a championship, you might get that popularity in
Yeah, so
teams.
when we played the Kings, Mikey was definitely the best on their team by far. He's like a very, very good player, especially on offense. He's the only player that honestly stuck out. I can't even remember who was on the other team. That might offend them, but that's just how I see it.
On Fort.
Unfortunately, feels bad. I'm sorry.
One big trade that did happen was Nick to the Reapers with Splash. Splash started out on the Reapers and then decided to leave. He didn't want to be a part
Yeah.
of the Reapers. Ended up going to the Immortals and was with Nick, and then Nick was the GM.
Yeah.
There's a, the big trade was Nick and Splash go to the Reapers, and then Dizzy and CJ are kind of left at the Immortals, and Dizzy wasn't very happy about that. But that's a very interesting trade. I'm not sure if that really helped either team to be fair.
I'm not really
So
sure. Was this Inferno roster?
This is Blaze.
Okay, yeah, that's probably why I don't know.
well, they traded Splash back to the Reapers, who originally was upset with the Reapers and didn't want to be a part of them.
Yes, and Nick, who was the GM of the Immortals, traded himself to the Reapers along with Splash. And then the Immortals acquired Aquatech,
Wait.
who
Hmm.
they then wanted to drop Aquatech to pick up Heisenberg, but they could not. They were not allowed due to the trade deal.
What? Why are they not allowed to pick up a
Really?
player?
Well, they can't drop Aquatech because you need a reason to drop a player.
Oh,
And in the trade
wait.
deal, that it was guaranteed that Aquatech was supposed to be a starter for the Immortals.
So they're kind of
I
just
see.
So
stuck.
they got stuck with Aquatech. I mean, he's a great player, right? I think he's a good player. Um,
Mhm.
Yeah.
he started out with Mafia earlier this season. We drafted him. He decided he didn't want to be a part of the team, so we ended up having to drop him. Um, which is a bit of a shame. But, you know, we wish the best for the Immortals. I'm not sure if it benefited either team though.
So
Because
you've seen him play firsthand, yeah?
I
Yes.
saw him in like the scrims games because he didn't even get through scrims week with us before he wanted out.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, so the Reapers roster now consists of Nick, Splash, and Fancy, and the Immortals have Aquatech, CJ, and Dizzy, and they also picked up Boss MYT from free agency. So
Gotcha. Yep.
both good teams, but I don't know if that was a very valuable thing to do or that was just something they wanted to do. I don't think it was very smart. I think it was more of a just, personal.
Yeah.
Personal trades. That's a big thing.
They're- But like, I'm not sure if it's just like a common thing here, but like it almost feels like in rapid fire, there's like a lot of like. Yeah, this is gonna sound bad. There's a lot of like.
This is controversial. I don't know if we can put this on
Yeah.
the
Okay.
podcast. I know what you're about to say.
Yeah. I'll just leave it out.
Oh man, talk about it. Talk
Yeah.
about it.
We can
If
cut that out.
soccer could review it, soccer could review it. Go ahead and talk about it.
All right,
No.
let's hear. Let's hear. We got some interesting personalities, right? Something along those lines. No. Okay. Iris can leave us in
All
the dark
right,
here.
we're
I
gonna stay
understand.
quiet. We're
Yeah, I
gonna stay
respect his
quiet.
opinion as a fellow Rocket League player.
One thing though, I will say these personal things that go on because teams just know people and they want to pick them up. Like I know, so Heisenberg on the Reapers. I'm not sure if it was him exactly. I don't know what goes on in the Reapers management, but I was hearing that the Reapers were very toxic, and this is probably what led to Splash wanting off the team and a lot of roster change going on with the Reapers. Um, I'm not sure what was going on exactly with that, but I know that there are a lot of free agents right now who are really looking to get on a team, and they are well deserving of being on a team. And other teams who just know players better because they've been in the server longer will go with those players, even if they might be not the smartest person to go with. Um,
Mm,
but I definitely think there's a handful of free agents out here that I've been talking to and have been really wanting to get on a team. They've been messaging GMs all the time, and GMs just aren't picking them up. So I
mm.
don't know. What are you guys' opinions on those free agents who are trying to get their name out there and get on a team, but haven't been getting the opportunity?
No, yeah, you're definitely right. Like they're like it's not even just in like Rocket League. Like you literally look at anything. Like people always they really like to go for like things that they can trust in, things that are like reputable, which also comes back to the you're saying about how Mikey got drafted first, right? That could also
Yes.
come down to like reputation and whatnot. And like I like it makes sense, but at the same time, what like I feel like teams should almost have like a person who kind of scouts and looks for like those like random not as well known people to kind of look for and try to pick them up, you know? Because yeah, like you were saying, there's a lot of people out there that are trying to get on a team that are really good, or maybe a better pick than someone they have currently, but they're just not going for them because they don't really know them.
Yeah, yeah. And again, these players they're trying to speak up and they're trying to be given opportunities, but teams just aren't giving them their opportunity.
Yeah.
I
I think
know.
the 4 week draft period is kind of a bit restrictive. Like I understand that we want to have like stable teams and we want to have, this team has this players and that's their loadout for the season. But we do have subs, and I think we should like allow trades after the 4 week period, or allow free agents to come on. Maybe give like, because after this week, all these free agents they can't go anywhere. They might as well just they can just leave the server
Yeah,
because it doesn't really matter. They're not really a part of it
right.
anymore.
Yeah.
And one thing I've like thought about with the server, because like I thought about the same thing, and I'm sure the other like admins and GMs of the server have thought about this, but like I think free agents should be able to join a team that they want to be a part of. Um, Even if they're not like technically a player or getting signed, there should be some sort of role to being on a team, like some sort of benefit to a free agent.
Yeah, it's interesting. I could see that.
But yeah, so let's see.
It's been about 20 minutes. We can probably go to segment 2 now. Maybe we can find some of these free agents.
Mhm.
Oh, one thing we haven't done is promote the upcoming tourney, so we could probably just do that real quick.
Sure.
Right, right, yeah.
So let's do a couple predictions here for the Fusion Cup tourney, who we think is gonna win in Inferno and Blaze, and then we got the $150 tourney coming up as well. Is that next week, right?
I thought that was this Saturday. I could be wrong though.
I thought it was this Saturday too, but I'm kind of like there's two tournaments in 1 week if it's this Saturday, so it's a
Yeah,
bit
that would make
confusing.
sense. Um, we're gonna need a date check on that because I actually don't know.
Okay. Well, let's see what's going on with the Fusion Cup tourney right now. We got
Okay, it is March 26th. Okay, not this week.
okay. Let's go. All right. So for the Blaze tournament going on right now, we have the Immortals versus the Reapers and the Ducks versus the Astros. Immortals beat the Kings, who are the first seed, and the Immortals are the 8th seed. Then the Reapers beat the Mafia 3-0. They were 4th and 5th seed, and then Ducks 3-1 the Void, who Ducks were 2nd seed. The Void was 7th.
Okay.
And then Astros beat the Darkness 3-2. Astros 3rd seed, Darkness 6th. So 8th seed Immortal versus 5th seed Reapers. Who we got?
And this is Blaze teams.
Mm,
Yes, Blaze teams. So Reapers got
Immortals.
Splash, Fancy, and Nick.
Yeah, I definitely think the
Immortals got
Immortals have this.
Yeah, Immortals are gonna have their show match here with the Reapers. Like this is gonna be a great matchup because with the big trade that happened with Izzy Vertigo,
Yeah.
Aquatech, CJ, and then Nick
mhm.
Splash and Fancy. Like these
This
guys are
is
gonna
a
have their.
yeah,
This is gonna be a match to watch.
a little bit of an
Mhm.
ego matchup. Okay. Okay.
Right, right, right. And then we have the Ducks and the. Oh, we got the Ducks and the Astros. Personally, I think the Ducks are gonna win that.
Yeah, Ducks are 6-0. Um, I just, I just don't see it.
Yeesh. Yeah,
And
no.
yeah,
GG.
the Astros are tied in the fifth seed, but Astros could very well be 2-4 on the season. Again, Mafia does not have replays, but
Yeah. Okay.
the Astros did just pick up Heisenberg. Does Heisenberg make a difference there in that game?
When did Heisenberg even join? Because I've never seen him play in any of the events
Mm.
or league matches.
Heisenberg, G-Man, and Exile with Flicks as well as a sub and Slammer Moth.
Honestly, I
I
can't really
just
say. Just haven't seen any of these players perform. Or I haven't seen a lot of them play, honestly, so I don't really know.
I think Heisenberg is pretty close to Champ 2 if he hasn't cracked Champ 2 before. Um, G-Man is I think Diamond 3 to Champ 1 and Exile as well, Diamond 3 to Champ 1, maybe low Diamond 3 right now. But I think the Ducks just have a more talented roster. I think they're just more consistent. The only roster change they've made the entire season is the trade with Eternal Doom and Slammer Moth. They just traded Slammer Moth to the Astros because Astros needed less salary in order to pick up a guy like Heisenberg. But
Mm.
Okay, I see.
I don't think it's a bad trade. Eternal Doom is very consistent. So he's a good sub, but again, he's just a sub. So I don't know if he's really going to make a difference in that game
Yeah.
if he even plays. All right, so Immortals, Reapers, who we got winning?
Immortals versus Reapers.
Yeah, who we got?
Mm.
Probably Immortals. Just Reapers is like 7th
Yeah.
seed, pretty far down. I don't really see it. I mean, I'm here
Okay,
for the upset. I love a good upset. Who doesn't?
right. All right,
I
so
mean,
let's say, go ahead, Iris.
didn't you just recently have a upset that you were talking about earlier?
Yeah. The
So yeah,
Reapers
it's very
just,
possible.
yeah,
It's
it's very
possible.
possible
True.
for an upset. Um, I think personally, again, Immortals are eighth seed right now. They're seeded last, and they just beat the Kings, who are the first seed. So that's an upset as well.
True,
Um,
yeah.
Personally, I'm gonna take the Immortals. So let's say
Yeah.
Immortals versus Ducks in the finals. Do we see the eighth seed beat the undefeated Ducks here? Does
The
that happen?
Void. Oh, the Void or Immortals beating Ducks?
Immortals beating Ducks here in Blaze.
Immortals beating Ducks.
That would be how many 3 upsets in a row? I don't know about that one. I mean, they could go off, become insane, but I did. You're kind of
All
pushing
right.
it, going 3.
Okay. So we're kind of predicting that the Ducks beat the Immortals here in the finals if the Immortals make the finals. Personally, I think if Immortals make finals, I'm gonna jump on the bandwagon. I'm gonna pick Immortals to win that.
Oh yeah.
The drama
Yeah.
team.
I'm
Yep.
feeling
So
it. I'm feeling it, man. In my heart. In my heart. I feel like Immortals got
okay.
that.
Okay.
All right. Fair
I hear
enough.
you.
Yep. Mhm.
Okay. And then we got Inferno here for Fusion Cup. Uh Mafia just beat the Void. That's what we talked about a little bit earlier.
Yep.
So we got Mafia versus the Darkness, who Darkness just beat the Reapers, and then Immortals and Ducks in the Inferno match. Um, Immortals beat Astros 3-2, and then it looks like Ducks beat the Kings in a forfeit. So Mafia
Wait.
Darkness. Trev, you're
Wait.
on Mafia. How do you feel going up against Sniz and those
It's,
dudes?
it's gonna be a pretty good game. It's gonna be a tough game.
You confident?
So the only thing I'm not confident is the scheduling right now. We have tonight and tomorrow to plan the game, and I might not be able to get the full Inferno roster, which is very, very unfortunate. If we can't get full roster, I don't know if we're gonna come out with that one, but I'll try my best to find a good time.
Okay. Immortals and Ducks. Who we got winning that?
Ducks.
Immor- I
Ducks are
think
just
Ducks
better.
got it.
Yeah.
I mean, Immortals are second seed, Ducks are sixth. Um, Ducks
And
have
on the season,
Kalish.
Immortals are 0-6. So,
Oh man, what would you
uh,
look at that?
yeah, I think the Ducks, they had some good trades. They picked up some players that didn't work well for us, but seem to be working for them. So, I think they'll do
Okay,
well.
now personally in my heart, I believe in my Mafia team beating Darkness.
You're biased. Sensing some bias here.
Yeah, yeah. In my heart, I believe in my team, but let's say Darkness get lucky, okay? Let's say they get a little bit lucky and win that, okay? Because let's say Mafia doesn't get their starters and they get lucky, okay?
True.
We got Darkness versus the Ducks in the finals. Who we got that? Who we got winning that?
Darkness versus Ducks. That's a really, really close game. I think Sniz will probably win because he's a very good
Yeah.
solo player, and I feel like the Ducks defense when we played wasn't as organized as it should have
Yeah,
been.
Ducks do have Kalish. And Kalish is a very controversial player. We'll say that. We'll say that.
Oh, he is mechanical though. I will give him that.
Yeah, he's mechanical. But like players that are mechanical and not very smart tend to cause mistakes rotationally. And
Mm.
even mechanical players make mechanical mistakes. They're not consistent enough.
Impossible.
So
Never. That doesn't happen. But anyway.
Downvote
Okay, well-
him insane.
True.
I got Darkness winning in Inferno here. What about you guys?
I think Darkness. I really think Sniz is just better. That's just what's coming down to.
Yeah, based on what I'm hearing, Sniz just sounds nuts. I'm gonna go with Darkness.
Okay.
GG.
Unanimous. So we got Ducks and Darkness winning the tournaments here. Let's see if we're right in these upcoming days.
Yes, sir.
With that going on, we can move into segment 2 here. I will see if I could get a free agent on.
So, you do anything cool?
Yeah, I'm playing dude. I'm literally playing Go Fish with freaking Fluffy over scheduling the roster or scheduling the game. He's like, "Can we do 8 p.m. tonight?" Nope. Go Fish. How about 4 p.m. tomorrow? Nope. It's so frustrating, bro.
General 1.
General one.
Oh.
All right, on my way.
Hello?
Hey.
How's it going, Gator?
Sorry, the link wasn't working. I clicked on it before.
No, you're good.
All good.
This
all good.
is an Inferno free agent Alligator here to speak to teams and talk to us about how are you doing actually? How are you doing, Alligator? How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Mhm.
Uh, so I guess let's just start you off with what kind of player are you? What's your play style? Are you like more smart, mechanical? Do you like being a balanced play style? Like, what's going on?
I usually have a balanced play style. Like, I usually play adjusting to what the team I'm versing is. So I guess you could say I'm a smart player in a sense. I do have mechanics also, so it's kind of just like a balance between everything.
Okay.
You're kind of just
Pretty
like the anchor of a team, kind of like keeping everything together.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. And as a personality, what could you offer to any of these teams? Because there's a lot of Inferno teams right now that I know they only got 4 players on a roster, or they might have some people who are inactive. Like, what could you offer to these teams that may be looking for a player?
I'm usually really active and talkable. So always, glad to talk and hang out with people. Positive person also, never usually mad or angry. Always
Yeah.
positive when I'm playing, so gotta have a mindset like that.
Mhm.
And teams always love to have a positive mindset and a team player on their team.
Yeah, for sure. One person having a bad day can completely ruin comms, completely ruin the game. It's
Mhm.
tough.
Yeah, and so Alligator, if say you're on a team, okay? Say a team picks you up. Say your team is losing in the moment, and some people are getting heated. Like, do you see yourself as a team leader, bringing the team like back together, or how would you rally your teammates to make a comeback on a team that odds are basically stacking up against you right now?
I mean, obviously, I think the logical thing would be to calm down first, because if you don't calm down people, they're just going to play the way they were before, where they're tilted. So, just
Mhm.
obviously gotta keep them together to where you can just push forward and try to make the comeback. And if you don't, I mean, it's okay. Things like that happen, and that's where you can just learn again from doing that by like doing replay reviews and stuff. It's more
Exactly.
about,
Yeah.
if you lose, you take that experience from losing to make sure you win the next time.
What's up, boys?
We're in the middle of our podcast right now, guys.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Trevor, you got anything for him? You got anything for him?
So you know your MMR cap right now?
My MMR cap, like my Sal.
Your sound. Yeah. I don't know.
Uh,
But-
in the directory, I think it has me down as a 1346, but my peak is 1426, and I'm at like 1370 at the moment. Twos.
Okay. Because Sal is calculated. It's not just MMR. It's based off a few things.
Okay, yeah,
So-
my MMR in threes is lower than my twos, so I don't. I usually am a twos player, but I can play threes also.
Nice.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. Let's see. Is there any like specific team that you would want to go to? Like, is there anyone you know on any teams or anything like that?
The only person I know is Bry, who's a GM, and that's about it. So
That's it.
yeah, I
Okay.
just know him from
Mm.
another league.
So you're just not very well known, right? Is that what's going
Yeah.
on here? Have you been actively trying to push like to get on a team? I've been
I
talking to
just
GMs.
I just started basically actively trying to get on team. I did one tryout yesterday for darkness, and they didn't pick me up, I don't think, so that's unfortunate, but that's alright.
Yeah. And
I
okay,
wasn't really
so
playing well.
if
I
you don't get picked up by a team going into the deadline, what do you do then? Because then you're a free agent for the rest of the season. What's the plan?
Does that mean I have to wait till next season? Sorry.
Yes, you would have to wait
Uh,
till next season.
I guess in that time I would just practice to get a better player, honestly. If I can just be a better player, then for sure I'll get on a team next season.
Okay.
That is a
Right.
great mindset. I like that
Yeah.
mindset.
I would just leave.
A
honestly.
mindset.
Bounce back.
Very solid. All right. Well, thank you for joining us here in this podcast. Is there any last words you would like to say?
Uh, I mean, if you bring me to the team, anyone, any of the GMs, just have you know I will be, you know, a great player to pick up. Obviously, we'll bring some to the team and hopefully help out.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right, thank you for doing the podcast, guys. Sorry the
Yeah.
link didn't work before I tried
Thank you
joining.
for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
No, that's all good. Thanks, man.
Oh, that's not
Yep.
inappropriate.
Okay.
Should we go back to, or do we have more free agents?
We got more. We
Oh,
got
wow.
more coming
Okay.
in.
Oh,
What's
nice.
up? How's it going, Lethalus?
I'm alright.
All right, guys. This is free agent for Blaze Lethalus.
Mm.
You're joining us for this podcast. All
Hello.
right. Lethalus, do you
Yes.
know any reason why teams have not wanted to pick you up here?
Well, so the main reason for me was the fact of I had missed the first combine. For like most teams, and the only team I had got to try out for because I didn't have anything going on was Immortal. So I kind of put myself in such a tough spot with that.
Mm.
So it wasn't like, I mean, I'm not saying I played good or anything, but like I just kind of dug myself a hole.
Yeah.
And it's kind of been a bottomless pit for you. You haven't, as I was talking to you last week, you said you haven't gone on a team at all this entire time, have you?
Mm-mm.
Right. So what do you think you could offer to these teams that have just been kind of picking up players that personally, in my point of view, they could pick up someone better like you. They just keep picking up other players that they might just know more. You know what I mean? What do you think you could offer to them?
Honestly, I think that um for me, I always try to be such a team player. I'm always um and I go for solo plays, but I'm also more of a passer too. Like setting up team plays, always try to be back on defense. I'm just, just trying to be like that and that threat all around that's not like one-sided, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see yourself kind of as a team player, or not a team player, a team leader, like a leader of a team.
I try to be like a disruptor.
Okay.
Like
Mm.
like normally for me, if like I go for like a solo play and like it gets saved, I always try to go for like a bump on net, but I don't chase bumps.
Right.
I'll just
Uh,
bump like I'll just try to find a bump. If I don't find one, I'll rotate back.
Right.
You know?
So a very what's the word?
It's like a smart aggressive kind of.
Convenient bumps, right?
Yeah, like I don't sit there and try to
Right.
chase bumps or
Hmm.
because I don't want to end up me getting bumped and then just putting my team in a 2v3.
Right. Okay, you guys got anything for him?
What's your salary?
Yeah.
Go again, Trev.
What's your salary? If you know it.
What is it?
Salary?
What's your salary?
I have no clue.
Um, okay, I believe your salary. I'll check for you here. So your value is pretty high. You're 1,160. Um, you are the fourth highest free agent in Blaze in terms
wow.
of value.
Well, that's probably why.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought you meant like. So I was like, huh? I don't know, but yeah, I know. Whenever we were doing the combine, they were talking about it, and I was like, oh, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Now,
because I got told like different things. I'm like, I heard if it's too low, it can screw you. I heard if it's too high, it can screw you.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
okay.
do you think that could be a reason why you're not getting picked up? Then is like you're just so high that you know.
Um, I don't know personally because like I don't try to I don't know I don't try to come off as cocky or have like an ego, but
Yeah.
like I just try to get where I am. You know, I don't try
Mhm.
to. If I didn't get picked, I didn't get picked for a reason. It's not like it is what it is. I'm not like gonna complain
Yeah.
about it.
Right. And
And
I go ahead.
I
Go ahead,
I don't
Iris.
know if we actually asked, but like so salary is calculated off like a bunch of different things, but like just curious because I'm a big numbers guy. What rank are you?
Uh, just like peak rank or like
Either or doesn't matter.
um, I was like I think I was like champ 2 div 3 or 4 last season. I was close to champ 3. And
Okay.
then near the end of the season, I was just like, you know what? Don't really care about my rank. I'm gonna have some fun, play with my friends, and end up dropping down.
This guy's in Blaze, by the way, guys. He's in Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Teams, GMs.
Yeah.
Champ 2, close to Champ 3 Blaze player here. Just saying.
Yeah, right here. Pick him up, boys.
He's been sitting in free agency this entire time.
Yeah.
Entire
Not picked up
season.
once. Been slept on.
Right? All right, and so we were talking last week. You said your schedule is a bit difficult.
Well,
Um,
so the schedule that I'm working right now with my job, it's very like, let's say like I have like a Monday off. That's not guaranteed for the next week because I've always has a rotating schedule.
Mm,
But my hours never change.
okay,
okay.
so if you were to get on a team, could you like guarantee that you'd be able to play at least once, like either Friday, Saturday, Sunday, maybe Monday?
It depends on the time of the games because I work 3:30 to 9 on Sunday and Monday, and then Friday I work to 10:30. But
Okay. All right.
but
Well,
that also depends if I have those days. If I work those days though.
okay. And is there anybody that you like know, like GMs or players that are on a team right now? Is there anybody on a team that you know that could maybe put in a good word with you for their team or anything like that?
Um, the only person I had like ever like, and this was for like the Immortals Combine. At least I think it was Immortals. Was Fluffy Knight.
That's it. So okay, so
Ah,
Fluffy
okay.
is the GM for
Okay.
Darkness.
Yeah, but he had sent a message and he was like, "Hey, I want you to come out for this combine." And
Okay.
I'm like, all right, so I did it, and then
Bro.
All
yeah,
right.
that's
Unreal.
Well, if there's one team you could get on right now, who would you want to get on?
honestly, I'm not picky.
Okay. Would it be just okay, what would your ideal teammates be?
Um, for me, it's not about like I like the chemistry. Yeah, like if we have good chemistry, we could be the worst team in the league. As long as I'm having fun, we have good chem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming on here, Lethalus. We enjoyed your time. But our time is here is kind of run out. We kind of went over a little bit with you. We were just enjoying talking with you so much. So, is there anything left that you want to say? Any one last word?
I think I'm good. I can't think of anything.
He's
All
kind of
right.
funny, guys.
True.
Well, we wish you
I'm
the
getting
best.
dropped.
Hopefully, you get on a team.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Thanks, guys.
Peace out, man.
Peace.
I like him.
Is that it for the free agents?
You
I think
got
we have 2
Tracer
more.
Man and maybe one more.
Alright.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you could draft him Virus. You know, have some authority in one of your. What are you in? The Void? You know, they just got upsetted. Well, that was Inferno though.
Hello.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going,
bro.
Tracer?
Pretty good.
All right.
Good to hear.
Well, so welcome to the podcast. We're just gonna ask you a couple questions here. Um, so first of all, why are you a free agent? Why do you think you're a free agent here?
Why am I what?
Why are you a free agent here in week 4?
From my understanding, there was a much larger pool in this server than the last season because I was in the twos league last season, and there's a much smaller pool there. But when I got onto here, there's a lot more people here, so I think I just wasn't the top of the crop, maybe.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Do you know
I'm not-
your salary right now, or?
The MMR value or whatever.
Yeah, that kind of works. Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, I haven't heard the term salary yet.
Okay.
But I think it was 1055 last time it was measured. It was a few months ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds right.
It is 1055. That is very middle of the pack in terms of value, but that also gives you more opportunity for teams who might need you. They'll have to give up less to get someone who has talent like you.
Yep.
Um, now, are you very like known in this league? Like, do players, do any GMs know you? Have you talked to any of them?
Other than the fact that I was on a team with the creator, not really.
So you haven't been on a team this entire season, right?
No. I mean, I subbed for a game a few days ago. That was fun.
Okay. Who'd you sub for?
Voids, I believe.
Void? Iris?
I just became AGM yesterday. I have no clue.
Okay. What's your peak rank, Tracer?
Champ 2, maybe in 2s, or maybe I got Div 4 of Champ 1. 3s, it was just Champ 1, like Div 3.
Okay, so we got another champ 2 here in free agency in Blaze. So, teams be sleeping, man. They be picking up other players.
Mhm.
And
Exactly. Holy.
yeah. Tracer, what could you offer to a team like right now that might be like that should be looking for a player? Because a lot of teams right now they're just going with people who they know and who they have seen play in the rapid fire for over a course of the seasons. But like those players, there's a lot of new guys who are just as good and maybe better team players than the players they're picking up. Like, what can you offer to a team that maybe or probably should be looking for a player?
I've always thought kind of my strongest skill is my ability to work with different people, and a lot of it comes from how much solo queuing I've done. I solo queue on purpose as much as I can because I feel like it really helps me adapt to whoever I happen to get thrown with. I think it's a really good game sense exercise if you do a little bit of solo queuing on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
Yes.
a smart way to think about it.
Yes. Yeah. Nope. Pick this guy up right now. This guy,
There you go.
smartest player right here.
He's
That's actually the way to go.
key. He's a key that could fit into any door. Like he could fit with. You put him with
Exactly.
whatever team, he'll work.
Okay, so
Oh,
right now
That's what he's
he's Blaze
All
Rosa,
that.
right?
Yeah, he is in Blaze.
And Iris is assistant GM for the Void.
Yeah, Iris, your
'Cause right
GM for the
now, the
Void.
Blaze record, they're 0-6. They're last seed. They could use a roster change.
Hey, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do,
I
man.
see.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's see. Trev, you got anything for him?
Nope, not right now.
No, not a single
No,
I
thing.
think we
he
covered a
stole
lot,
my-
to be honest.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see. If there's one team you could be on right now, who would you want to be playing for?
I'm not sure. I don't know a whole lot about the team. Somebody kind of gave me the rundown. There was one team they told me to stay away from, but he said everything else is kind of open game. I haven't been in the league for super long, so I'm not super well versed in the teams, especially not in the threes
Okay.
league because I only spent my time in the twos league.
Okay.
Fair.
And what team did they tell you to stay away from? Let's see if we could get some hot topics going on here.
God, what was it? Let's see here. He said there was a team that had gotten some hot water for cheating.
Oof.
You're cheating.
That's not good to hear.
No, it's not. It
Who
was
was cheating?
We're about to find out.
What
See,
is-
Yeah.
you got 8 teams to pick from here. You got the Ducks, the Darkness, the Astros, Immortals, Mafia, Kings, Reapers, Void, Iris. The Void, your team cheating?
I found the guy I was talking to. I'm
I
just
hope,
looking at.
I hope not. I hope not.
Getting some juicy drama.
All right. All right. All right. Well, what would you if you were on a team, what would your ideal teammates be? Like I know you could fit with anybody, but what would you want to make you be able to play your best?
I really like teammates who get me involved a little bit more with the passing plays. I find I more often find myself playing with people who like to do a lot more soloing than team playing, and I feel like I play my best when I can use the field with my teammates.
Okay.
Okay.
So
All right.
I'm not much of a solo player, so whenever they go up for it, I kind of just stand back and watch.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Well, we appreciate you coming on and speaking with us and talking to teams. Guys, GMs, owners, this is a guy, Champ 2 and Blaze. He hasn't
Yeah.
been on a team this entire season. Give him a chance. Um, any last things you want to say?
It was Astros. That was the team.
Ooh,
Okay.
Astros.
You just went off. Holy.
Astros be cheating. Oh
Cheating.
my.
I don't know. I don't know how long. I don't know how long ago it was. I think they got like a second chance and they're a lot better now. But I remember they got into hot water and I was just told probably don't go for that team. But I mean I don't want to.
I believe I know what happened. So this is back when so teams are allowed to have a free agent come in if a starter can't play as long as the free agent is under the value of a starter that they're replacing. What it ended up happening is I believe the Astros picked a free agent who was a lot better than the starter they were replacing. And I think the Astros still lost.
He also kind of mentioned that there was a game where he switched teams to get back to the ball and save it. He was their
Oh, no.
spectators were commenting on what the other team was doing, and
Wait, this is on stream
I
or just
Think-
like in-game spectators?
I think it was on I don't know one of the scrimmages. I'm not sure. It could have been playoffs. He didn't give that info. That's just what I'm saying.
Oh man. Astros, you're getting called out live here on stream, even though we're not live. But
Sort of. It's being
we're
recorded.
getting called out here. It is being
Uh,
recorded.
Crazy.
Dang it! Now
Alright.
I won't. Now I won't get drafted for Astros.
It's okay. It's okay. We like the honesty. We like the honesty. And maybe if the Astros did pick you up, you could reinforce that, the culture there. You could reshape it.
Yeah, I'm not
And-
against it.
Yeah, yeah. I think the Astros definitely could use, a little bit of culture. Every team here and there needs some more culture.
It's a culture.
Yeah, we love culture.
True.
Hell yeah.
Alright. I think that's everything.
Cool.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
yeah. Of course, man.
Thanks for being here.
Yep.
What's up, man?
Yep.
See ya.
Okay. And then
One more? Or is he not gonna make
no, I don't believe anyone else is here is gonna make it.
Okay. We got
All right,
5 minutes.
we got segment 3 here. We got promotion of other servers. and RLCS. I guess to start here, I'm just gonna promote a server here. So Alpha Dog, he is a sub for the Mafia Inferno team. He's trying to make a league just like Rapid Fire, or at least something like Rapid Fire, where he wants to create a league. His league name is Rocket League United. He has a bunch of teams made already, and he's been working on the server. So, um, we we could probably help him out by like, if people got links, we could give him a little bit more popularity. Help him out. Help the guy out.
Yeah.
Uh, you guys got any servers that you might want to promote here?
I do know a friend who just started working on something, but I don't think it's been published, so I'll probably wait till next week to talk about that.
Okay. And Trev, you got anything?
Nope. No service for
All
you,
right.
Chief.
All right. Well, that's all good. And then we got RLCS and the major coming up. Um, so with RLCS, we got the EU teams. Off the top of my head, I believe EU's top team was Team Queso for this region. I think BDS is number one in EU right now, but Queso went to every regional championship this season, and Queso got first seed. BDS are there in second. I think Evil Geniuses managed to squeak by, and what was that other team? Dignitas. Do we know anything on those EU teams, or what?
Um. Oh crap! What was it? I literally just had something. My bad.
Wow.
You're all good, man. You're all good. Then for NA, we got NRG, G2, FaZe Clan, V1, and Space Station. I think those are very solid teams coming out of NA. I think that's NA's best, to be honest. And then out of OCE, we got the Renegades, and we got the KC Pioneers. And Kansas City Pioneers used to be a NA bubble team. They just their organization just bought a team in OCE, and they are now an OCE team. They moved from NA to OCE, so that's cool. We got Team Secret and Furia coming from South America. From Asia Pacific, we got Detonator, and then from uh, we got Sandrock Gaming coming from APAC or Middle East.
Nice.
Are they the ones that came out of nowhere and like I don't remember which tournament it was, but didn't they like come out of nowhere and win?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah. Sandrock Gaming is so like the South American OCE teams. Those guys are all predicted like, oh, they can make top eight. They could be a top eight team, but they're not really that much better than any of the EU or NA teams. However,
Mm,
Sandrock Gaming is, in a lot of people's eyes, a top four team. Those guys could be a lot of the NA teams and the EU teams, and with more LAN experience, this team could win Worlds, even though they're the only team coming out of the Middle East.
yeah. I mean, hey, they showed up. They came to one tournament, and I don't know the full story behind it, but I'm pretty sure they won it. So
Yeah. Well,
kudos to
I
them.
don't think I don't know if they won that tournament. I think they came up a little bit short in like the finals, but I think just because they were such a out of nowhere team, that was super impressive. Also, the
Yeah,
last major event, they ended up finishing top eight. The All the OCE teams and the South American teams, they got eliminated before top eight, which this was back when they were doing Swiss. So
yeah,
Sandrock Gaming, yeah, they made top eight, ended up playing NRG, and ended up losing to NRG in their top eight area. So they're very good. They're a team to watch here. And the major event is coming up the 25th, I believe. They're coming. The major event
Okay.
is in a week, so I'm gonna be watching it. I think it's gonna be super fun to watch. Personally, I love watching that stuff.
Yeah, I'll probably tune in for a bit, see what's going on, check out
Okay.
stuff.
Hey, you guys got
So
any
here's
favorite
what-
teams? You guys got any favorite All CS teams that you want to win
Um,
here?
Just energy. Classic
You want
fanboy.
energy to win, like always,
Yeah.
like always. Okay.
Damn.
Classic Garrett fanboy.
Imagine.
I'm sorry.
Iris, you got any team here you want to win?
My favorite player definitely is on energy, but
Who's your favorite player?
as much I like Gary G. I like Gary G.
Bro, dude, who doesn't like Garrett G? Like, honestly, like, who doesn't?
He is the best team player in the world.
At the same time, though, I do believe that I would like to see some team that you wouldn't really expect just come through. Like, sure, we saw Sandrock, but like a team that's been in the top 8, but that hasn't really pushed through into like the top 2. Maybe that'd be cool to see something like that happen.
Okay, okay. And I think all of the NA teams and all of the EU teams could probably make it to the finals, like except maybe Evil Geniuses. Yeah, like Evil Geniuses haven't been able to perform against very solid opponents, but they did make the major. So props to them, and who knows if they'll be able to perform well. Um, but if we're talking like Renegades or Furia, Team Secret, Sandrock Gaming, like those teams, I don't think anybody expects them to make the finals. They might be like there's a chance for them to make top 8, but a lot of teams don't even expect them to make top 4 or top 6 even.
Yeah. Well, even like just queuing like into random like $50 tournaments, like I'll play like some of those like smaller South American players, and not like, no offense, but they don't seem that great.
Yikes.
Calling out the South American
Oh,
players,
man.
man.
I've
South
kind of
Americans
swept a
dislike
few of
that.
them. Yeah.
Man,
Sorry,
Iris,
guys, but
if you were to move to South America, do you think you could be a pro player, man?
honestly, yeah, easy.
Damn.
Like,
All right.
Yep,
All
I can see
right.
it.
oh. Okay. Okay.
Like, I'm
Iris.
not trying to throw shade or anything, but
Man,
like,
your ego is out of the over the roof right now. It's crazy.
All right.
well, I mean, how can I not? Like every single time I've played them, I think there's only one team I lost to. Apart from that, I've swept everyone else. So I don't know.
Damn.
Okay. Confident.
All
Just
right.
queuing those
Well,
random tournaments. I don't know.
personally, my favorite team is FaZe Clan. You got arguably the best player in the world, which is First Killer, one of the most mechanical players in the world in AJ, and the best third man in the world, arguably, Sipical. The one concern for FaZe Clan going into this is they don't have a team leader. They dropped Illusion going into the last regional. And Illusion was a very vocal and team leader-esque type of guy. They don't have that going into this major. So whether or not they perform, we don't know. But they have so much talent that it's hard for them not to be a top 4 team. So that's my favorite team.
Yeah.
And that's who I would want to win personally. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
well-
could see that happening. Well,
Well,
yeah, you can see any
yeah.
team winning.
the top 3 players in the world right now is that people look at is Monkey Moon from EU. He's on BDS. Justin, obviously, and First Killer. Now, a lot of people. Now, you can make an argument that Justin is better than First Killer. I think most people would say First Killer is better than Justin at this point, but Justin's the only person in conversation with First Killer, and then Monkey Moon is Monkey Moon. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that seems to be about the end of this podcast. Anything you guys want to say here?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay, Trev.
No, I'm not really. We covered everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess some topics maybe we might want to go over for the next podcast for any of you who see this, who enjoyed watching this. We're gonna see if we could get some of the community advisors coming in for the Rapid Fire second podcast here, going into next week.
That'll be cool.
Do you guys know any of the candidates? Who do you guys think are going to be the winners here?
Wow, this looks really bad because first I just egoed South America, and now I'm
You're
like for
egoing
community
right there.
advisor.
Dude, toxicity just running through this man. Can't believe
Oh god. Yeah, I did apply, and I think there's a chance I
it.
make
Yeah,
it. I
you're
don't know.
definitely okay. You're getting it. How many people get it? How many people get community
Three,
advisor?
three. I
Three?
think
Three.
three. Yeah.
I applied as well, but I have no clue how many people voted for me.
I have no idea. Honestly, that's kind of a rat race.
I
For
think
second and
results are
third.
supposed to be released today, aren't they? So,
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
they're coming out very soon, but we'll see.
oh man. If Iris, you get selected as a community advisor, that just makes my job easier because I won't have to talk to anybody to be on the podcast next week.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
I'll just
mean,
have
it
to
would
tell
look
you
terrible
do
though,
it.
because I just egoed the hell out of South American players, but
Hey, if you
we leave it
played
behind.
Furia or like you played like a really good South American team, I'm sure they'd ego you too.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. A lot of it's ego and Rocket League.
Gotta have a strong mental, have a big opinion
Oh
about
yeah.
yourself as long as, and try not to annoy people with your big ego. Try and keep to yourself, but sometimes letting it out
Maybe.
is a great thing. Like I
Mhm.
could,
Gotta
I
radiate
could
confidence.
hit a double reset when I was like Diamond 3. Be like that
Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly. I mean, who couldn't? Hey,
Who couldn't?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine
yeah,
not being
yeah.
mechanical, Trev.
Okay, anyway, I
That,
think
I
that
used
sums
to
up this
do triples
podcast.
all
It
the
was
time.
great
Hey.
seeing you guys this week. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Yeah, 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 yeah.